We all want to eat cleaner, be healthier, lose weight, and look a little bit more muscular than we do now. And doing so is quite straightforward if we simply stick to eating single ingredient foods. So this at face value seems like quite an outlandish idea. Why would I only want to eat single ingredients? But hear me out before you make any assumptions. Single ingredient foods are far less palatable. That's the biggest lever we can pull when it comes to weight gain and weight loss. If we simply make our foods less palatable, which means less tasty, we can lose weight automatically. If you look at societal trends, one of the biggest reasons as to why we have such a big obesity epidemic is because the foods have gotten tastier and tastier over time. And also these single ingredient foods just tend to by nature be lower in calories and more satiating with higher micro and macronutrient profiles, to where we just don't want to eat any more of them and we're quite stuffed when we have enough of these foods. Now, one thing I'll preface here, this I guess would be a category of diet under the food restriction category. So I'm not saying you should live by this philosophy for the rest of your life. You can try just implementing this as a simple diet. Try it out for a little bit, see if it works for you. If it doesn't, you can always try something else. But this is one that really stuck with me and that really helped me lose a lot of weight. So I'll try to explain it in the most coherent way possible so that it can also help you. So how do we actually go about this? So this is the simplest way I can put it. Let's say you want to eat chips. We're never gonna buy chips from the store again. Well, not never, but as long as we're doing this diet, we're not gonna buy chips. Instead of that, you make them yourself. So you buy the potatoes, you skin and peel the potatoes, you deep fry them or fry them in the oven, whatever method you want to go about this, and eat them homemade. You remove all these unnecessary sweeteners and additives and random food colorings, all of these weird random chemically made things that are specifically made to addict you to this certain food. And now look, you might be thinking, oh, but it's not going to taste as good, I'm not going to want to eat as much. But that is the point. You want to make the food 80% as good so you can still enjoy it, you can still eat it, but so you don't overeat it. This comes back to the talk of palatability, right? We want the food to still taste quite good, still be quite nutritious, still be quite healthy, but we don't want to make it so good that we're gonna overeat, 1,000 calories of homemade potato chips. So what else does this entail? This means no more bullshit like pizza pockets. Bro, like what even is that? Can you even tell me the ingredients on this? Probably not. So if we want to eat something like this, we need to figure out a way to make it ourselves. If you simply follow this, you can lose weight. Now look, I get it. I'm not a proponent of super restricted diets. I myself track my calories and, sometimes I'll incorporate some junk food here and there. But this is a very key diet principle that I've followed throughout most of my life. And I feel like as a beginner, if you just want to get yourself on the right path and not like start min-maxing everything, then you can just brainlessly follow this protocol and lose a bunch of weight without needing to figure out what the best dieting method is or what foods are healthy or what's not. Just make it simple. If the food has more than one ingredient, you don't eat it. So instead of buying some weird like chicken and rice prepackaged at the store, you just make it yourself. You buy some rice, you buy some chicken breast, you add some oil, cook it up. Follow this dieting principle and I promise you, you will lose weight. If you want to fast track your weight loss, press the first link in the description and join our free Skool community. I also made a free fat loss course, so check that out. If I gave you anything of value, consider subscribing and don't forget to stay savvy with your diet.